Have you ever wondered, why do some people walk anywhere and money floods in after them as if they themselves are living magnets of wealth? While you, no matter how hard you try, no matter how you slave away from morning till night, still endlessly struggle with bills, with postponed dreams, with the question, why not me? They're not smarter than you. They weren't born into billionaire families. They didn't win the lottery. They don't have an uncle in America sending money. The only secret, their psychological operating system, is completely different. Their brains are programmed to attract money unconsciously, like background software running 24/7. No conscious effort, no reminders needed. And today, in this video, I am going to reveal exactly the 7 psychological tips that the rich use every day, which they don't even realize. No empty theory, no just be positive, only formulas, real-life examples, and immediate application methods, so you can start changing from today. Are you ready to upgrade your psychological operating system? If yes, take a deep breath, because in 30 seconds, you will never look at money the same way again. Let's begin. The first tip sounds simple, but is the foundation that changes your entire life operation. Treat time like real currency. Ordinary people spend time like loose change, scrolling social media for 2 hours, pointless meetings for 3 hours, replying to unimportant messages for 1 hour. They think I'm busy, but in reality they're burning their own money. In contrast, the rich buy back time. They understand the harsh truth. Money can be earned infinitely. Time is only 24 hours a day, and it's running out. So, they use leverage to free every minute, hire virtual assistants to handle email, use automation software for processes, hire cleaning services, cooking services, even hire someone to queue for coffee. To apply it, you need to accurately value 1 hour of yours. Formula value of 1 hour is total income you want in 1 year. 2,000 kobo. Effective working hours. Example, you want to earn 2 billion year. 1 hour of yours is worth 1 million VND. Now every time you're about to do something, ask, is this worth 1 million VND? If not, outsource immediately. Even if you pay 300,000 for someone else to do it, you still profit 700,000. Warren Buffett is living proof. He spends 80% of his time just reading and thinking. Everything else is delegated. He doesn't drive a new car, doesn't manage his schedule, doesn't answer personal emails. Result: he turns time into dividends. Every hour of reading generates millions of dollars in investment decisions. But don't mistake, this isn't premium laziness. This is optimizing return on time invested. ROTI, return on time invested. The rich never work below their hourly rate. The second tip is a skill that 99% of the population never masters: separating emotions from money. Ordinary people manage finances like a romance movie, passionately in love when prices rise, bitterly hating when prices fall, panicking and dumping when the market is red. They let emotions be the chairman of the board, and the result is always buying high, selling low, holding grudges for life. The rich are different. They view money like a cold contract employee: good performance, keep poor, fire, no mercy, no resentment. No, I love this stock because it once gave me 300% profit. Only data probability and a preset exit plan before hitting buy. Science calls this overcoming loss aversion, the psychological bias that makes the pain of losing 1 dong 2.3 times greater than the joy of gaining 1 dong. Research by Daniel Kahneman. Nobel in economics proves ordinary people are willing to trade 100 dong potential profit to avoid 40 dong risk. The rich do the opposite. They accept losing 40 dong for the chance to earn 200 dong, because they know without calculated risk, no superior returns. Classic example, the 2008 financial crisis. When the S&P 500 plunged 57% millions sold in tears. At the same time, a small group, including Buffett, Carl Icahn, and the hedge funds, quietly scooped up blue chip stocks at 70% discounts. They didn't feel the market was dying. They only saw intrinsic value mispriced. 5 years later, their portfolios rose 4 to 6 times. To practice, you need to build an emotion-free trading system. Step 1. Before buying any asset, write down 3 quantitative criteria: AG, PE, under 15 positive free cash flow for 3 consecutive years, 30% margin of safety. Step 2. Set automatic stop loss at 8 to 10% and take profit at 25 to 30%. Step 3. Never look at the price board for the first 30 days, so emotions don't have time to interfere. The third tip is what turns the rich from players into chessboard designers: 5-move thinking or anticipation bias, intentional prediction bias. Ordinary people live linearly. See cheap price, buy now. See high price, sell fast. See bad news, panic. They react to the current event like a pawn on a checkers board, only seeing the square in front. The rich live in cause-effect loops. Every decision is a chess piece, opening at least 5 next moves. They don't ask, is this good? They ask, what domino chain will this trigger in 18 months? Real example in 2020, when COVID exploded and everyone rushed to buy masks, toilet paper. A small group of investors quietly accumulated Zoom DocuSign and cold logistics company stocks. They didn't predict how long COVID lasts. They predicted human behavior. After 3 months of isolation, online meetings explode, electronic contracts surge, cold supply chains become lifelines. Result: portfolios up 400, 800% in 18 months, while most were still debating buy gold or save in bank. To train, you need to shift from reacting to creating. Every morning, spend 7 minutes answering the golden question. If I do X today, what will the chain reaction be at move 2, 3, 4, 5? Example, you're about to accept a business partnership invitation. Don't stop at 20% profit. Draw move 2 partner. Introduces you to 3 bigger clients. Move 3, you need to hire 2 more staff. Costs up 15%. Move 4, negative cash flow for 2 months. Need reserve fund. Move 5, if successful, you have a replicable system. Open branch title rule. The fourth tip is the nuclear weapon. In the rich's psychological arsenal, the invisibility instinct or invisibility instinct. This is the ability to strategically vanish, turning silence into supreme power. Ordinary people constantly signal flaunt new car on a story, post 200 million watch, brag about 50% deal just for wow from friends. They think they're building personal brand, but actually broadcasting GPS of their assets to the world. I'm here, come steal my opportunities. The rich turn off the radar. They understand silence. It was breathing room for big opportunities. When you don't brag, the brain activates self-signaling discrete behavior. Subconscious records, I'm already at the level that doesn't need proof. Confidence rises. Bolder decisions. At the same time, information asymmetry is created. You know what they're doing. They don't know how much you have. This advantage is greater than any black card. Living example. Mark Zuckerberg wore the same gray t-shirt for 10 years, not saving money. He freed 1% brain bandwidth from choosing clothes, devoted 100% to algorithms and buying Instagram for cheap. 1 billion USD, now worth 500 billion. Warren Buffett still drives a 2014 Cadillac, lives in the house bought in 1958. Result: no one knows he has 100 billion USD. So no one jacks up prices when he wants to buy whole companies. Operating principal share, 5% of reality. You earn 100 million month. Say you're doing okay. You own 5 apartments. Say investing gradually. Silence isn't hiding poverty. It's protecting leverage. When you turn off the stage lights, you don't disappear. You turn on the lights inside the vault. The fifth tip is the vaccine dose against the deadliest mindset disease, curiosity instead of certainty. Ordinary people close the knowledge door very early. They graduate university, take a few courses, then declare I know it all, and freeze at version 1.0 for 40 years. Every new idea first reflex is excuse, not realistic. I tried already. In Vietnam, it won't work. They slowly die in self-appointed comfort zones. The rich keep the door open 24/7. They operate on the principle I don't know anything. Not fake humility, but survival strategy. New knowledge to a new competitive edge amid new money. They're not afraid of being wrong. They're afraid of not being wrong fast enough to learn. Failure is just a prepaid tuition invoice for 10x success. Ray Dalio, hedge fund billionaire, has a radical truth process. Every week, invites the 10 smartest people in the company to argue against his ideas. He pays high salaries to be criticized. Result: Bridgewater manages 160 billion USD with average 12% year returns for 30 years. Elon Musk jumped from PayPal, electric cars, rockets, brain chips, AI. Each jump, 90% experts said crazy. Each jump he learned a new industry in 18 months and turned it into trillion-dollar empires. Here are 3 curiosity formulas. Read one new book a week, not directly related to your field. Read biology if you're in IT. Read history if you're in sales. Ask 3 stupid questions every day. Ones you fear being laughed at to boss. If the company goes bankrupt next week, what do we still have to sell? To customer, what do you hate most about my product? Journal, I don't know. Every night, write one thing you admit you don't know. Then set a 72-hour deadline to research. The 6th tip is energy filtering or wealth filter. How the rich protect the invisible capital, more precious than cash attention. Ordinary people scatter. 10 chat groups, 5 casual coffee chats, 3 seems cool projects, 20 TikTok tabs. They think they're connecting, but actually burning brain bandwidth, which decides 80% of financial success. The rich install iron filters, say no to 95% of opportunities. They know attention is the new currency. 1 minute focused on the right deal, in 10 million. 1 minute dragged into drama, you'll lose 10 million opportunities. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. He only keeps 2 empty slots in his calendar: reading and investing. Filtering formula: every invitation. 3 questions. Does it pay immediately? Does it teach me a skill worth 10 million? Does it open doors to bigger deals? 2. Know it, reject. Sunday energy audit list. 10 things from the past week. Score 1. 10 on energy ROI. Below 7. Cut. The 7th tip is the pinnacle of the wealthy operating system. Identity control. Or identity control. This isn't think you're rich, but becoming the money creator before money appears. Ordinary people chase money, work overtime to buy iPhone, borrow, to flaunt designer bags, grind, views for recognition. They define themselves by account balance. So when the number drops, they shatter. The rich define identity first. I am a person who makes smart financial decisions. Behavior automatically follows. Jeff Bezos in 1994 in a garage with $0 USD revenue, but already acted like a billion-dollar founder, rejected high salary, wrote 100-page business plan, raised capital, as if Amazon was already worth 10 billion. Result: identity pulled reality along. Science confirms Stanford research. Carol Dweck shows identity-based habits are 6 times more sustainable than goal-based. You don't try to save 20%. You are a person who always keeps 20% income as capital. Finally, the installation mantra, repeat 3 times morning / evening. I am a person who makes smart financial decisions. 3 old habits you must delete today. Validation hunting, likes, comments, stories, flaunting stuff. Time wasting, mindless scrolling, pointless meetings, friend drama. Letting emotions drive. Buy because of FOMO, sell because of fear, borrow to keep up. When these 3 viruses are removed, the new operating system auto-runs you. Buy, time detach, emotions, predict, 5 moves, go invisible, stay curious, filter energy and live true to identity. Read this again every morning. 30 days later, you won't recognize yourself. Calendar only has 3 important slots. Portfolio auto-generates profits. Brain confidently silent. Money finds you, not because of luck, but because you've become the magnet. See you at the top. Hit subscribe plus bell so you don't miss the next pattern.